Inflation made his $1 million much less valuable than it would have been. People weren't too pleased with Henderson's arrogance after that, but no one could deny how strangely successful he was at baseball. Just a few months later, that eccentric behavior didn't matter one bit to Henderson, who was still one of the wealthiest MLB players of all time. As he said, if you're talking about baseball, you can't mention baseball without me. If you're talking about MVP, you can't mention MVP without me. Number 6, Randy Johnson's $7 million Arizona mansion. In the sport, this guy is a true legend. As a towering left-handed pitcher, he struck out all the top athletes from the 80s to 2010. He's huge too, over 2 meters tall at 6'9 inches. At his appropriately named Paradise Valley, Arizona mansion, you can find Randy Johnson. Instead of a lavish waterfront place like Howard's, Randy paid $2.7 million for the property. Rather than opting for a modest 25,000 square foot pad, Johnson went big. We're talking over 5 acres of land surrounding this estate. The mansion recently sold for $7.3 million. He's got a tennis court, gym, 2-bedroom guest house, and swimming pool. It's not even getting into the poker room, fireplace, billiards room, and home movie theater. You could spend weeks here and still not run out of amenities between the gym, tennis court, pool, and more. Can't beat the boredom? No problem, the man has a wood-burning pizza oven, and we're not talking in his kitchen. It's in his pool house. Number 5, Mookie Betts and his $7.6 million Encino mansion. Right after securing the bag with a 12-year, $365 million Dodger contract, newly minted World Series champ Mookie Betts bought his stunning property from former NFL coach Chip Kelly. The 2-story, 9-bedroom, 10-bathroom estate set back $7.6 million. With a home theater, pool, spa, and even a candy machine, this place has everything you could ever want. Mookie has consistently been one of the best all-around players in baseball, so he earned every penny of that huge deal. And this $7.6 million Encino oasis seems like the perfect spot for one of the game's brightest stars to settle down. Number 4, Derek Jeter buys $16 million lot in Coral Gables. While $16.6 million may not sound like much compared to, say, $1.5 billion, it's still a whole lot of dough, and that's just for the land to build this mansion on. In addition to his gorgeous lakeside castle mansion in New York, Jeter also owns this pad in the ritzy Coral Gables area of Florida. Jeter will be living next door to some very wealthy neighbors like Dave Barry and Pat Riley in the exclusive gated community. The property Jeter bought has 2 docks for massive yachts and 2.5 waterfront acres. And from this future home, Jeter will be nice and close to his beloved Miami as part owner of the Marlins. Famed architect Cesar Molina would build a 20,000 square foot villa for Jeter, complete with a huge, gorgeous white pool and a stunning white veranda. Number 3, Ryan Howard builds a $16.5 million dream mansion. Overlooking the Azure Ocean, Tampa Bay is home to an incredible 46,000 square foot estate that Ryan Howard custom built, though he sold it in 2019. Number 2, Alex Rodriguez buys Minnesota Timberwolves for $1.5 billion. It takes some serious cash to buy a National Basketball Association franchise. We're talking $1.5 billion that Alex Rodriguez paid to acquire the Minnesota Timberwolves. By some accounts, A-Rod is the wealthiest MLB player in the world, but even he needed help from a rich buddy to get the Timberwolves. Rodriguez joined forces with billionaire businessman Mark Lore, and together, they now own an NBA team. The Timberwolves may not be the best club in the league. I know some of you are thinking, I've never heard of them. But they must have potential to be valued at over $1 billion. We'll have to wait and see if this crazy expensive investment by A-Rod pays off in the long run. Number 1, the world's most expensive baseball card sells for $6.6 million. What does $6.6 million buy? For one anonymous collector, it bought the world's most expensive baseball card ever sold. A mint condition Honus Wagner T206 card from 1909. Only 50 to 100 of these valuable cards were ever printed, and the one that sold for $6.6 million is the finest example known to exist. Printed by the American Tobacco Company in 1909, the Wagner card was pulled from circulation early on because Wagner didn't want kids buying cigarettes just to get his image. That scarce availability and the pristine condition combined to drive the multi-million-dollar price tag, blowing previous records out of the water. While Wagner never saw that kind of money in his career, one lucky collector now owns the Honus Wagner card, the crown jewel of all sports trading cards. Talk about an investment. The value has skyrocketed over the past decades. Who knows how much this rare card could be worth in another 100 years. It's insane how MLB players have so much money to spend on such luxurious items and assets. Custom mansions, mega yachts, crazy cars, and valuable collectibles. Which expensive item was your favorite? Or whose purchases were the most outrageous in your opinion? Please do let us know. That's all we had in store for today. If you had a great time and want to see more videos like this, smash the like button right now and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. We'll be back with more exciting videos. Till then, peace out.